think we've done a really good job this year streamlining and getting better at things we were really good at last year, and then picking it apart, going back doing our offseason study, things that we really needed to work on, and individually and as a collective unit coming out and working on those things, even if sometimes we don't have everyone, we got new guys being in different spots. As a unit, we're getting better at the things that we felt like we struggled a little bit last year with.
What are some of those things that you think you struggled with?
A lot of it was situationally. Third down has been a big emphasis this spring. Going against man coverage, winning from the past game, and then run game. Making sure we're getting the right numbers and getting into the right play call against kind of some of the looks we're getting.
Trace, what strides have you seen from the offensive line so far as compared to last year?
They've continued to make tremendous strides. Really been impressed with a lot of our young guys coming in. Some of those guys have had to kind of step into spots that they weren't necessarily ready to be in, and they've performed well. They fought hard every day coming in. We got some young guys taking a lot of reps. One guy, Mike Miranda, he's really came in. He's taken a bunch of reps as a guy who's been here for 3 months, and he's doing a great job going against second, third team. Sometimes he's getting thrown in with the first team guys, just giving some of the older guys a break, and he's done a great job. So I think that's been the best part of seeing our depth on the offensive line, really making strides, as well as our first team guys continuing to get better and better.
How different is the spring for you compared to last year when you still didn't know who the number one quarterback was going to be?
It's the same mentality, kind of just trying to keep that competition alive between the quarterback position. Competition brings out the best in everybody, so always going back and forth, trying to see, talking to other guys in the room, what can we do to get better. And then a little bit of different mentality, trying to take more of a leadership role in the spring, making sure other guys are working to the standard that we expect to be held at Penn State now. And really trying to move this team together and move the team in a certain direction moving forward.
Coach said that you're holding guys more accountable this spring. Is that something difficult for you to assume that kind of a role, or just come natural?
Not really. That's kind of part of making sure the team's moving in the right direction. Knowing that football being a team sport, all 11 guys have to be on the same page doing their job. So if there's anything I can see, if I'm not in. If I see, a receiver, maybe get one more rotation on a route, or make sure a lineman's getting off on the right combo. If I could say something, reiterate something to those guys, make sure they know that, hey, we need you on every single play. Even if the ball's going away from you, we still need you to be doing your job on the backside.
What have you seen so far from Javon Johnson? Why is everybody been so much talking about him as compared to some of the other wide receivers?
I think a lot of what you see with Jawan is he's stepping into the role, trying to fill what Chris kind of voided when he left, went to the league. But he's done a tremendous job this offseason. He's always in the weight room. Every time you walk through, he's out on jugs. He's stretching. He's doing something in there, doing something to getting himself better. And I think for the team to see him doing that and to see all it paying off on the field, I think that's why you're starting to hear his name more and more, because it's something that you love seeing guys that put in all the work and it comes to fruition on the field. And on top of that, he's big, fast, strong. He's running routes clean. He's getting separation. So he's just done a tremendous job in each period, continuing to get better and better.
Trace, one of the guys in the quarterback team, Jake Zimbeck, how has he matured as a leader since he's been on campus, and how important is that, that leadership from, coming from him to the room and to the team, especially for the younger guys? I know he's on the leadership council with him as well. And just, talk about how important it is.
I think it's great to see Jake as kind of a young guy stepping in that leadership role, coming into the leadership council and kind of getting ready to assume that position is, what call comes along with, being a quarterback here. And, with the leadership council, it's a position that's voted on by the guys on the team and by coaches. So for, his peers and for everyone in this program to believe that Jake's one of the leaders on this team, it talks a lot about who he is. And he deserves it. He comes in, he works with a mindset every day to get better. He's finding something to improve on, and everyone else kind of sees that. He's not the most vocal guy when it comes to leadership right now, but he's doing everything he needs to be doing. And if there's something he could say to, another guy on the team, if he tries to pick up someone else or someone's having a down day, he'll go, try and get him up. So I think that's been the best thing to see out of him is, he's not being the most vocal guy, getting the whole team going, but he's taking care of his job. He's handling himself as he should be and leading.
A great job. I think he the first couple of years he was really adjusting a little bit, and he was taking a lot of advice from Chris Godwin. I think you can see similarities in those two type of guys and their work ethic, and I think it's awesome to see all the work he's put in from the last 2 years is really striving right now.
Is Juwan the guy who's given this defense the most trouble this spring, or is there one guy that you would say maybe has really kind of gotten the best of you guys a couple times?
I think Juwan's definitely doing the best right now, but I mean, offensively, they got some weapons out there, Mike and Hammy and Saquon and even Andre Robinson and DeAndre's having a great spring too. So I think, you know, offensively they got weapons, and it's great to go against those type of guys each day because it makes us better.
Nick Scott was telling us about a pick he made recently. Do you remember anything about that play or how it unfolded? He said it was a deep ball.
A pick. Nick made?
He wasn't making it up?
I can't remember that off the top of my head, but
must have been with the two.
Yeah, he definitely got a pick.
Okay.
I just can't remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grant, I apologize. I'm sure one of these sharp people already asked you about this, but Coach Franklin was talking about catching from the jugs machine for the defensive backs as well as the wide receivers. Did you take part in that? What did you?
Yeah, I mean,
and what have you gained from doing something like
yeah,
that?
I think, you know, we're having that mindset to, you know, become the offensive player on the field, and, you know, when the ball's in the air, on the ground, just being able to say, okay, let's go get it, and not really taking that step back and just getting the pass breakup, because we would rather get an interception than a pass breakup. And so I think we've done a great job as a defensive unit, you know, if the ball's in the ground, being the first one to scoop it up, if it's in the air, going up and playing it first, and not really taking a back seat to the receiver. So I think that's just that, having that mindset is going to jump forward us and be able to have all those turnovers that we want to have.
Are you actively trying to catch balls? I mean, not just from quarterbacks, but
oh yeah, we do it.
balls,
We do it every day. I know. Me and a couple of guys take some of the corners or safeties. We catch it after it lifts, and then out here they're always catching it after practice. We do that every day.
Hey Grant, can you revisit the time from when James went from Vanderbilt to here, your decision-making process, and did you and Trace had conversation during that time?
Yeah, Trace. Me and Trace met a couple times at Vanderbilt, and you know, he was kind of the first person I texted. We just kind of communicated about, you know, how we talked to Coach Franklin or anything about that, and you know, we just came up on we came up on the visit. The first time we came was together, and you know, we were pretty close, and then we just had a better connection when we met up, and we just kind of knew that's Coach Franklin and the staff. We knew all about them, and it was just a great atmosphere for us to go into.
You package deal?
No, we're on a package deal.
So it was happenstance. Your decision or his to play into the other ones coming here?
No, I think I don't think it was any of our decisions. I think it was our family decisions. Just a whole bunch of things. How he felt comfortable with the offensive coaches, and how I felt comfortable with defensive coaches, and it just worked out to get us both here.
What's different about the Christian Campbell that you came in with versus the Christian Campbell that you see now?
Christian, he's playing unbelievable confident right now. He's feeling healthy, and you know, he was banged up his first couple of years, and now he's healthy, and he's a long guy, he's a fast guy, he's athletic, and he can jump out the roof. So I think he's just realizing he's feeling more comfortable in the defensive system and more confident in himself. And I mean, at cornerback, you know, you're gonna get beat, but it's the next play mentality, and I think he's taking a step forward with that. You know, he's not letting pass plays affect him, and he's really, you know, being a leader out there, being a competitor, and he's just fighting.
Is there a different energy in camp this year? I mean, considering everything you were able to accomplish a year ago, except for the Rose Bowl, maybe. Is there a different energy in camp this year?
I would say there's completely different energy. I mean, we have a lot of confidence, a lot of competition on offense and defense side of the ball. So I think that's just going to make our team better. And, you know, going out there and going against the offensive guys, they're telling us what we can do better. We're telling them what they can do better, and vice versa, and those type of things. So I think it's just a collective unit. I mean, offensive, defensive, special teams, we've taken a huge step forward. And this spring, we can see it, and we're just going to keep carrying over that into the fall and the summer and workouts and this camp.
Two more. A couple weeks ago, we asked Marcus how it kind of felt to be a senior, and if it, you know, the road to being a senior has gone pretty fast. And I guess same for you. Has it gone fast? Did you kind of realize you're a senior now? Or like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, it's definitely gone fast. I mean, everyone says it goes by fast, but I mean, when it really hits you that it's here, it's been an amazing experience. And you know, the group of guys that, you know, come in and go, you know, they all have an impact on you, and you just want to leave your impact on the program. And it's definitely been an amazing experience, and blessed to have another year with some great teammates and great team.
Who were some of the guys who had an impact on you?
Growing when I was younger, Jordan Lucas, Trevor Williams, Jordan Smith, we were all really close in the position room, and then Naeem and B-Bell on the defensive side of the ball. You hang out with more defensive guys. That's just who you're around more. And some of those guys, they're great leaders. Great leaders on the field and off the field. They're people I can go to about anything, and I still keep in contact with them all the time.